Hey, what's up? I'm Greg Larnerd, ESPN 105.1 The Zone. We're here at Chattanooga State talking to some of the softball players off the diamond with Chattanooga State softball. Let's meet some players. All right, we're here with Savannah Talley, freshman catcher, COVID freshman catcher for the Chattanooga State Tigers. Welcome in, Savannah. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Let's talk a little bit about your favorite thing playing here at Chattanooga State.
The environment, all the girls are just really amazing, and Coach Golden's awesome too, and it just feels like home here.
Now, you're from Illinois originally, so tell us why you decided to come down to Chat State to play softball.
I really wanted to get away from home, and to me this was great to come here because of.
You hear that, Mom and Dad? She wanted to get away from you guys.
I like to be independent, so I wanted to learn and get the college feel, and with COVID it's even better now that I'm far away from home. So.
And now you are a catcher, and that's a unique position. You're usually set up back here the entire game. You're squatting down. Your knees are probably going to be shot when you get older, but that's okay. You love it now. What drew you to want to be a catcher?
The position itself takes a lot of work, and I really enjoy that. I like the pressure. I like being involved in everything. It's just having the relationship with the pitcher, too, is really important to me. And one thing also is being able to talk to the umpire, getting to know his zone, and then I can tell my teammates so that way we can smack the pitcher a little bit.
Hey, have you ever talked any smack to any umpires? If they made a bad call?
No, I don't do that.
She wouldn't say it even if she did, I feel like. All right, so what is to you the most important aspect of playing catcher? Because you get a chance to see everything going on at the field right now. You're the only person on the field gets a chance to see the entire thing. So what is the most important aspect to you of being a catcher?
Just being a leader and communicating honestly and really making sure my pitcher's in her zone and really focusing on her because she's the other important person too, so we got to work together. But
yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Now let's get away from the defense. Let's talk about the offense, because if you hit, you play. We all know that. Even though you're in your sandals, let's talk a little bit about what you do in the batter's box. So get in your stance. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, so you got a little bit of an open stance, a little wider as well. Do you stride forward at all, or you just kind of come straight in?
I'm more of a stride kind of girl because I just like to have the rhythm and the timing for it, and that's really I started doing it in high school and just kept with it. So.
Nice. All right, cool. So you're generally a middle type of the order hitter. What do you enjoy the pressure that kind of comes with that, and kind of being a girl that's generally supposed to be the girl that drives in some runs and hits for power a little bit?
Yes, I like the pressure. I like the situations, and that's one thing when I'm hitting is probably I don't like to think too much, but I like to be put in some situations. So
that's the best thing. You can't overthink when you're in the batter's box because then you freak yourself out. But what about your mindset? I know we just talked about thinking, but when you get into the batter's box, other than not thinking at all, what is your mindset when you get in the batter's box and you're facing a pitcher?
For me, just to have fun, honestly. I don't do good whenever I'm like freaked out or think I'm in a slump or whatever it is, but I just like to go up there and have fun, and that's usually when I do my best.
Speaking of having fun, do you have any superstitions or a pregame routine or anything you like to listen to or eat or anything like that before a game?
Usually before a game I like to pray. That's one of my big superstitions, but I usually eat a good breakfast, and that's probably my other one, but I'm not too crazy with superstitions.
Can you, if you're coming into to catch or go on the field, can you step on any of the lines? Like, is that a thing for you or not really?
I think that's like in softball world, you don't step on the lines overall, so you know better usually. So.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I guess we don't even have to mention it. Same thing with baseball. Let's talk a little bit about the most influential person in your life softball-wise. Is there somebody that's kind of always been there for you, kind of influenced you to get into softball and get to where you're at today?
My dad, for sure. He's been one that we've had that relationship. He took me to all my travel tournaments, and we're a very similar person, so we click very well, and he's supported me through everything. So.
When you think back about your softball career, give us one or two, if you would, of your favorite softball memories. I know there's probably a lot of them. You're a very decorated softball player. You're here playing at a high Division I junior college. Talk to us a little bit about one of your favorite moments playing softball.
Probably my senior year of high school, I hit the walk-off home run for our regional championship in the bottom of the 9th inning, so that was a very good memory.
Wow, I would say so. That is pretty impressive. That one's going to stick with you for a while. Now, hopefully, at some point in your college career, you can top that. That would be terrific. What is your favorite thing about playing the sport of softball?
Well, everything, honestly. I just can't bring myself to ever hang them up, and that when that day comes, it's gonna be awful. But it's just learning how to fail and every aspect of it. So
yeah, softball is a failing sport, so it's a lot of the mental game, and not trying to think too much about it or overthinking is super important. Now, if you had an opportunity, if Coach Golden told you, hey, you can play anywhere on the field other than catcher, where would you want to play?
Man, I really wouldn't want to leave catcher, but I could probably see myself, maybe being a pitcher.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've had to work so closely with them. You get an opportunity to see the other side of it. Now, do you think you'd have the arm to be a pitcher?
I don't know. That would be something I'd definitely have to work on, but I don't want to see that.
Maybe we can get to go out in the bullpen at some point, and you guys can switch. Maybe Sam Ryan can be the catcher, and you can pitch a little bit. We could try that out. Who is your funniest teammate?
Oh gosh, we're very all of us are so funny, but I would say my roommate, my best friend Liv, she's always making me laugh. So she plays first base or she catches with me too sometimes, and she's always going to make you laugh no matter what. So
Now, if you were asked to describe Coach Golden in one word, what would it be and why?
Extremely passionate just about the game in general. You can tell how much she loves it. You can tell when it's game day, like the energy she has, and every day she's just there for us and supports us. She's like another mom. So
That's great, but that was 2 words. I asked for one. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's talk about after softball. When you're done, I assume you want to continue to play after being here. You want to go on to a 4-year school, and then after that, what are some of the things that you want to do? What are you majoring in? Things like that.
Right now, my major is exercise science, but I do want to be a chiropractor in the future.
Very nice, very nice. Now, if you were talking to a group of young girls playing softball or a specific softball player, and they asked you for some advice, what would you give them?
I would say that the sport is a lot of work and it's going to take a lot of determination through everything. But whenever you get on the field and get those games and get those good memories, it's all worth it. So.
Very good. Savannah Talley has been our guest, COVID freshman catcher. Appreciate you being here. Good luck this year.
Thank you.